Long ago, in ancient time, there was a kingdom known for its peace and prosperity. The king was wise and compassionate, and his people lived happily. There was no theft, no corruption, no violence. Everything was in harmony. But as time passed, things began to change, and not for the better. The number of people with bad intentions grew. Corruption seeped into leadership, and even ministers started misusing their power. The voices of the honest and kind-hearted became fewer and fainter. The kingdom that once flourished with goodness was now being overshadowed by rising evil. The king was deeply disturbed. He realized that the decay had reached even his own court. The ministers he once trusted were straying from the path of righteousness. Only a handful of honest ones still remained. The king realized he had to take action. He needed to send a powerful message. So, in his grand court, he made an announcement. A test will be held on a chosen date. 3 ministers will be selected randomly. Their names will be revealed on the day. The day came. The time came. 3 ministers were called forward. The king gave them a very simple task. You have 1 hour. Go to the royal garden. Select the best fruits and fill this sack. The first minister was sincere. He thought, the king has asked for good fruits. I must honor that. He took his time, carefully choosing the best ones. His sack was only about 60–70% full, but it was filled with good fruit. The second minister thought, why is the king making us do this? He picked whatever he saw, good, rotten, bruised, everything. He filled his sack completely, even hiding the bad ones underneath. The third minister was the laziest. He finished in 10 minutes but didn't collect fruit at all. He filled his sack with grass, leaves, and weeds. He thought, from the outside, the sack will look full. The king will be pleased. All 3 returned to the court with their sacks. The king then made his final announcement. Now, each of you will be locked in a room for 3 months. No food or drink will be given. You will survive only on the contents of your own sack. The first minister silently thanked God. He had brought good fruit, and now it would sustain him. The second minister panicked. He folded his hands and begged the king for mercy. Your Majesty, please forgive me. There are only a few good fruits on top. The rest are rotten. I will die in that room. The third minister was completely devastated. He fell to the king's feet crying, My lord, I filled my sack with nothing but leaves and grass. Please, don't punish me like this. I'll never survive. The king then looked at the people and said, I am not your true king. There is a greater king, the Lord of all, the Almighty. When we leave this world, each of us will carry a sack filled with our deeds. Some will carry good fruits and be nourished through every trial. Some will carry rotten ones and suffer the consequences, and some will carry nothing good at all. Only punishment awaits them. He paused. Imagine being locked away, trying to survive by eating leaves and grass. That's what happens when your sack is empty of good deeds. He paused, then looked at the ministers again. This test wasn't about fruit. It was about character. About what you choose when no one is watching. This garden, this life, gives you every opportunity. But the fruit you pick depends on your values, not your surroundings. The court was silent. The ministers lowered their heads in shame. And the people, they finally understood. That day, something changed in the kingdom. People began thinking beyond themselves. They planted seeds of kindness. They chose better fruits. And slowly, the kingdom flourished again, not because of the king, but because the people had learned who they were really living for. If you believe that life is a garden and our deeds are the fruits we carry, then comment, I choose good deeds, and share it with your loved ones. Stay blessed.